All right, we're moving into the halfway point now with fight number 6. Let's bring you to the blue corner, Boston Searing.
Rightio, here we are, Boston Searing from MMA Lab. I just want to make a quick call out, guys. This is the last fight from MMA Lab. They're shutting down from this point, and just want to call out Tim Schultz and Matthew Lee Manuel. Just the amazing job they've done. They've chosen to close up this week, but this is one of the reasons they're taking the fight. They stepped in on short notice to basically save this fight. So his opponent, Lucas Gasparre, has a fighter. But yeah, this is one of the key.
Our MC actually fought a guy out of MMA Labs in this exact program. So it's like Mr. Tim York, the man in the middle.
And
they've been around for an age, and it's honestly, I'm pretty sad to see them go. They've always produced top quality fighters.
Yeah, and for those who don't remember, cast your mind back, Timmy Schultz was the lightweight champion for XFC, and Matthew Lee Manuel was also a really, really well-renowned professional fighter as well. Both moved into coaching, and it'll be interesting to see what they do going forward, but I can tell you this much, Boston Searing is going to be absolutely well-trained. Currently holds a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so he's not going to be any slouch on the ground. Interested to see how the hands are too, because
he's looking for a submission. He says.
Yeah.
He's looking for a submission, so this is going to be super interesting.
He's clearly going to be absolutely a lethal weapon on the ground. So
he's got that perfect long arms, long legs. All the type of wrestlers, jiu-jitsu practitioners, I hate.
The worst.
Darces and chokes from everywhere.
Guillotines, rear nakeds.
And his opponent in the red corner, Lucas Gasparre.
In the red corner, we have Lucas Gasparre, another one of our UFE out of the Gamebred Academy. I didn't realise just how much he'd been training. He's training twice a day, every day for 20 weeks. This guy's done all of the extra training that you can possibly do through this entire program.
5 MMA sessions, 5 BJJ sessions a week, over 20 weeks. This man has thrown the kitchen sink into this program over 20 weeks.
Now he's got a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt in Mike Day in his corner, and I used to train with Mike. He's a brilliant tactician and he's a brilliant mind.
I'm going to correct you there, mate. Black belt now.
He did. He got it recently.
Excellent. But yeah, the other thing as well, though, one thing you get from the thing, even though he has a white belt, Lucas Gasparre has a white belt, Gamebred aren't giving out easy belts. Even though he's training 5 days a week, really hammering it home, we could have something.
Welcome, Lucas!
They believe in due process. Absolutely. You have to earn it.
Absolutely.
He's in phenomenal shape. Look at him. Lucas Gasparre looks like he's ready to go to town.
He's got points for me for the Mo too, mate.
Oh, you
awesome.
got
it. Very continental looking. We're actually a big fan in this commentary team of a good moustache.
This is fight number 6.
What a big knight that he looks like.
Introducing first in the blue corner, taking this fight on short notice, fighting out of MMA Lab, Boston Searing! And in the red corner, fighting out of Gamebred, Lucas Gasparre! It's ultimate fight time!
Oh, Tim York is pumped, and these two men, look at the intensity from Lucas Gasparre here. He is ready to go. He's just above us here in the commentary position.
I don't think there's going to be any feeling out period. Straight into it.
So Boston starts Searing, looking to find his distance early to try and close the distance and get that takedown that this commentary team has predicted. But
I'm loving the variation from both of them. Yeah. So far, they haven't thrown the same strike. It's like multiple leg kicks, multiple angles, multiple punches.
Yeah,
different reads.
Nice feints too by Boston Searing there.
These guys are sharp.
Nice overhand right.
These
Lucas
guys are really good
Gasparre.
timing, and the only reason they're landing everything is because they both have great evasion. They move their head off the center line.
I'm loving the pace of this fight as well. Super energetic, super high pace, and both guys are super concentrated. They're not coming out here just flaying and flying and losing all control. They're very controlled, and they're pushing a really nice, really crisp pace here early in this first round.
I'm expecting that once one of them gets like the first heavy strike, we might start to see a bit of a grappling match kick on from there, and then we'll see who has been doing all the work.
Well, Lucas Gasparre there has struck Boston Searing twice in the body, once with a kick and once with a punch, and I think he hurt him with that kick earlier.
He hit a really nice left switch body kick, which you could see really put a bit of a halt on Boston's
Did you? Beautiful right
momentum.
hand by Boston.
Searing's doing really well. Ate that one from Gasparre.
On that, there is some really nice crisp striking here with both fighters connecting.
I'm wondering if Searing is trying to lull him in to getting towards the cage and reversal, but right now Gasparre is certainly pushing the pace, owning the middle of that cage.
He is, and he's pushing, and that's an unfortunate slip there by Lucas Gasparre, and he's standing up.
Oh, almost. Oh, nice little check hook there from Searing.
The pace Gasparre is putting on is just really off-putting, and it's really hard. It's really hard for Boston Sears to find his own timing.
He won't. He's putting him off too. Those inside leg kicks, look, they might not seem like much, and they might not seem like they're hurting guy, but they're really putting him off his rhythm. They're really like pushing. Lucas Gasparre is pushing his stamp on the fight. He's controlling. He wants to control where the fight goes, and he wants to control the pace that Boston Searing puts on him. So those inside leg kicks really put him kind of on the back foot, or they disrupt his flow.
Yeah.
Yep, so Searing's throwing a couple of double jabs a little bit there. Nice hard kick there from Gasparre.
You're starting to see the tempo sort of ease up that little bit. It's nearly the end of this first round. Wow, that went quick. My goodness, we're nearly done this whole round.
Yeah, super fun fight this.
And for two people who have come from grappling backgrounds, obviously Gasparre wanting to finish it by submission, certainly been a striking masterclass.
It just goes to show mixed martial arts.
Finishing with a Superman punch.
It's not one discipline, and there's multi-facets of training when you do train MMA. Grappling, striking, kickboxing, all different facets, and we're shocked here. We thought this was going to be a grappling fest from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt and a guy whose fighting style is a white belt in Jiu-Jitsu is grappling, but that was a fantastic display of striking in that first round.
Yeah, even in watching the replays here, there's lots of different variations in striking, and Gasparre is certainly pushing the lever down, and Searing's more trying to be a bit of a counter puncher, but Gasparre is certainly causing some damage on those kicks.
I love the variation from Gasparre. Like he's such an unpredictable fighter. He's showing him so many things all at the same time, and it's a really clever way of fighting. But for a guy who's just done 20 weeks of MMA training, there's a lot of fighting IQ involved in that.
Yeah, and the beauty of that is you don't have any formed bad habits, so you're able to start from scratch and just become blank slate. Here we go, round two. Oh, lead hook.
And a good stiff left jab by Boston Searing.
There's that Superman punch again by Boston Searing, but not on the mark this time. But Searing is certainly pushing the envelope a little bit more. Gasparre's slowed down a little bit.
But Gasparre's just obviously come into this so incredibly well prepared, because even his pace when he slows down
is still high,
and it's
good pace.
He's throwing feints in all of his jabs. He's doing a feint head body jabs.
Yeah, and let's remember too, Boston Searing hasn't really had a lot of time to prep for this fight. He's a last minute replacement to save this matchup. You know, as the longer this fight goes on and the higher the pace Lucas Gasparre can push on him, the better it's going to be for him long term.
Yeah, this when it comes back to your teammates and your coaching, like as I mentioned before, Tim Schultz, Michael Lee Manoir, like absolute beasts in striking themselves and no slouch on the ground. So here we go, he's stepping it up. He's willing to step in front now. Superman punch, third time he's thrown it.
Great entry, what an entry. He's in a really dangerous spot, Gasparre. This is exactly where Boston Sears wants to be.
He's done the right thing by putting his back to the cage to protect himself, and he's managed to push Boston Searing off him and bring it back to where it appears that he wants to fight at this moment in time.
It feels like Searing's wanting to make this a striking event and not opting to go to the grappling exchanges.
Yeah, it's unusual. I would have thought he would have attempted at least one takedown at this stage of the fight, but he seems to be happy to leave it as it is on the feet. Beautiful head kick.
But you're right, there's no urgency when Boston gets in that clinch to go for it. So it does seem as though he's content to stay on his feet. He seems comfortable.
Yeah, two punches that Searing has is that lead uppercut. He throws a lead uppercut and then swings it into a jab or a overhand.
And let's be fair to Boston Searing, for a guy who's come in to save this fight, he doesn't look tired at all. We're deep into the second round. He's obviously in great physical condition. He's a young man. He's training every day, and both of these men are putting on a great show at the moment.
Absolutely. I'm really impressed with both these gentlemen. Obviously short notice for Searing, but Gasparre is just like in there still.
Yeah, and it's not easy for the guy who's got to fight a guy at short notice either, having been prepared for a different opponent. So,
yep, we've got a little bit of a hit to the family jewels, but that in that point though, it's the first time I saw Searing actually start to initiate a bit of a level change to grab for a takedown. Ate a jab as a response to that, but then the low blow came through, but it was accidental.
So he could have taken 5 minutes there. He had 5 minutes to take to recuperate. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things that happens in MMA when there's that many weapons being thrown at you, leg kicks, etc. Oh, and the takedown does come, but it comes from Lucas Gasparre, and that was a perfect entry deep into the second round, right at the end. That could be a defining moment of a very close round.
Those sort of moments are they're thievery. Yeah. Everyone that sees it, those last efforts at the last end of a round,
what the judges remember.
It's exactly right. It plays through their mind as they're writing down that score.
And it was so perfect. He timed it, his entry, absolutely perfect.
And he was setting that up in the first round by not going for the takedown, but changing his level and almost looking like he was going to touch the knee or the ankle. So he kind of forgot about that as being an entry point. And that's the thing about overwhelming your opponent with different looks. I was never able to do it, but had plenty of opponents do it to me.
It is for us. But like the double jabs, they're up, top, down, low jab, just set that up so perfectly, and then he got to execute it, and he did.
And the gamesmanship is...
he wants the crowd involved here at Mansfield Tavern. Both of these guys still looking fresh. 6 minutes of fighting completed, getting ready for the last 3.
Third and final round.
Superman punch again. As both men come out swinging, engaging.
Oh, knee right up the middle.
And there's a guillotine attempt here by Boston Searing.
Arm and guillotine. And he's sitting up into it. The neck is a little bit out. And his opponent's doing a great job in terms of raising his hips, but how much of his breath is he losing?
That is so deep. That is so deep. That is such an insanely deep guillotine. I don't know how he's holding on.
We're only moments away here because...
And what's making it deep is he's actually sitting up into it and twisting as opposed to pulling away.
Oh my God, how is he fighting this? His face has lost all of its blood.
He's regarded, Searing's regarded.
The colour on Gasparre's face.
And the umpire has stopped it. The umpire has stopped it just before he was about to lose.
His hand started shaking, instigating a tap. But we don't know if it's a tap or his body just shaking out of it.
I don't think so. C-class rules again. You know,
great work by Boston Searing. So he saw that. He saw it coming in play. And the other point though is his ability to be able to readjust his guillotine and lock it in again. The finish difference between that and the rest of the night was him abdominal crunching in as opposed to pulling away.
Exactly right.
Boston Searing's coach Tim Schultz has come in. He is absolutely ecstatic with that victory, and what a wonderful way to close out the journey of MMA Lab in the regional Queensland scene here at Mansfield Tavern, where Tim Schultz himself had many a great night.
Lucas Gasparre, I don't know how old this young man is, but he has got a massive future in amateur.
Oh, did he hang on in that guillotine? His whole face had turned blue. The eyes were popping out of his head. He was not tapping.
It wasn't until the ref sort of took the sort of gave him the only option that he could have because he was going to sleep.
He was going
that
to
was
sleep,
deep.
100%.
Well, you could see his hand started shaking as that auto defense. So regardless, blue face, eyes coming out, that's the right submission. But yeah, certainly Gasparre was really ready to go out on his shield.
It was the visual for us because our line of sight was literally right in his face.
That Gasparre is as game as they come.
Yeah.
That guy came out and just went hell for leather for probably close to 9 minutes.
Fantastic
A
effort.
huge effort there from both gents. It was a last-minute change to the fight, so a round of a hand for both of them. We have a rest stoppage via submission at 53 seconds into round three. In the blue corner, Boston Searing!
So the end of the era for MMA Lab. Be interesting to see what Timmy Schultz and Michael Emanuel do now with Boston Searing winning that fight.
I'd love to know where Boston Series is going to get himself to because that kid's got a lot of talent. I have a feeling that he was really pacing himself out because he probably knew that going hell for leather for 3 rounds wasn't really in his cards.
Yep.
And honestly, that takes such maturity to be in such a moment. He's never had a MMA fight before, and he's just timed himself out. And in the last 2 minutes of that, he was like, I need this to get the win, and he was good enough to execute that and get after it.
Yeah, and the Superman punch was the one that set that up. It basically gave Gasparre a bit of I'm not liking this, and moved him into a grappling match, which fell right into Searing's game plan.
Yeah.